Tommy X back with another video. In today's video, as to suggest, is what if Naruto had a forgotten Dojutsu? The like goal for this video is going to be 400 likes, so make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes what ifs or just anime content in general. Comment down below what are suggestions and your thoughts and feelings about the video down below. Subscribe as I want to hit 5k by June and 10k by the end of the year. And if you're under 18, well, go beyond this point at your own discretion, as my videos are targeted towards adults, and the people watching my videos should be non-impressionable children, and most of them are if they go past this warning. Anyways, I just want to say that this is my 5k special, so thank you for 5k, and enjoy the video. Anyways, the backstory of this what if is going to be decently simple, but maybe a bit outlandish, as I'll get into that now. Each and every member of the Leaf Village is going to be an Uzumaki, Sanju, or Uchiha. This is a bit outlandish, but basically, since each member of the Leaf would be descendants of either the Senju or Uzumaki, and also the Uchiha, most of them would possess either Dojutsu or immense levels of chakra, surpassing even the Biju. But by that I mean Biju, like Shukaku and Madatabi. Though they have no, I guess you could say, short of chakra, if you will. They still have a lot of chakras, my point. These brothers would then be born. Their names were Jinko and Kinto. Jinko was the half-brother of Kinto, being an Uchiha and Senju, with Kinto being an Uzumaki and Uchiha. One day, they were both sent out on a mission as they were Genin at 12 years old, unlocking a special dojutsu that allowed them to perceive movements much better than usual, create weapons which were extended versions of their wills. They also were able to create Susanoo-like armor from their chakra, as well as the ability to use genjutsu that was very powerful. All 5 chakra natures, and their brothers discovered that through intense training and hardships, they were able to access the ability to destroy matter with extreme concentration, and it seemed that they had written about the special eye. Eventually, these two people would die in combat before they had truly passed. They had activated a powerful genjutsu that allowed the next person with the dojutsu to have a guide of sorts to the dojutsu's abilities and how to unlock them. Basically, they implanted the genjutsu into the genome of the dojutsu. We now skip to the birth of Minato Namikaze, who in this timeline would be a half Uchiha due to the Namikaze within him. And like I said, each clan in Konoha has to be descendants of these two clans, even if it's, say, 5% Uchiha or 5% Uzumaki, Senju, etc. Unfortunately, the Leaf would have many rogue ninja within its midst. The village hadn't kind of just lost the Senju, because in the canon, the Senju kind of just disappeared, but here, the Senju would start to be wiped out from, like, overbreeding, as their blood would start to dissipate, in a way. It would become so tainted that the Senju were mostly other noble clans. And due to the many rogue ninja in the village, a civil war would break out, or would almost start. In these rogue ninjas' wake, they would destroy many things in the Leaf, but one of them was a stand that held information on this forgotten dojutsu. The Leaf would suffer many casualties, but with the help of the Anbu and many skilled ninja like Minato, who in this timeline would be even more of a prodigy, they would be able to both rebuild and remake the Leaf as a stronger and much more powerful village, as well as the fact that they had the likes of people like Kakashi and Shisui, Itachi, etc., etc. As Kakashi in this timeline also has a Sharingan, being that only in his left eye he has the Sharingan, due to the fact that his blood is also heavily tainted with the blood of the Hatake clan, causing him to be unable to unlock his second dojutsu, or his second Sharingan, though the possibility of getting it is, well, possible. The Leaf, once rebuilt, would realize that they had suffered many casualties. Like the Anbu had reported, many had died due to the rogue ninja's attack, and most of these rogue ninja had been imprisoned or put to death for their crimes. To show a power, sort of, how would I explain this? The Leaf killed their rogue ninja, the rogue ninja that, attacked the village and almost caused a civil war, to show power, to show that they were powerful, to show that they didn't need the rogue ninja, to show that even in times of war, even when their village was attacked from the inside out, they came out on top. And they would kill anybody who were to either defy the village and break its rules, and also who would, harm the structure of the village. And that's what the rogue ninja did. They broke down several village landmarks and many other things. We now skip to the night of the Nine-Tails attack, the night which it took place in. In this timeline, Minato is able to win against Obito much easier and with less trouble, having a Sharingan of his own. This would allow Minato to use the power of the Mangekyo Sharingan, which he would have due to Obito's death, to seal the Nine-Tails within Naruto, using a much stronger seal, as in this scenario, he has much more chakra. Minato also wouldn't allow Kushina to die. As I said, in this scenario, he has much more chakra, letting her survive, as he would seal 50% within her, as well as the other 50% within Naruto. Also, let me note this, Obito, in this timeline, also has two Sharingan, not just one, as he hasn't given Kakashi his Sharingan. This is in part due to the fact that this boulder in this timeline is going to go over his eyes and only leave his lower body, out, if you will. So, it's just not going to be possible for Obito to even, get his eye to Kakashi. Anyhow, I just wanted to explain that for some of you who may be curious. Minato would then say goodbye to his son and goodbye to his wife, Kushina. Naruto would then be raised by his mother to remember his father, and Kushina would decide to train to master the Nine-Tails within her, and because it was split in half, Kushina got the good half of the Nine-Tails, luckily for her, allowing her to basically somewhat easily master the Nine-Tails and tame it, if you will. The amp provided by KCM was enough for Kushina to easily become mid-Kage level. Kushina would try to teach Naruto how to tame the Nine-Tails, but because of Naruto's bad chakra control, they were unsuccessful in each and every attempt. Kushina would then be made Hokage, being one of the most plausible candidates, especially since Kakashi turned down the role. Kushina, realizing that her son was basically, horrible at chakra control, would just try to teach him taijutsu and try to fix up everything but chakra control, or everything that didn't have to do with chakra control. Eventually, Naruto would set out on his own to try to master his own chakra, if you will, as he would then fix his problem by doing a multitude of chakra control exercises that would help Naruto with his chakra control, putting it to a level of a 16-year-old Naruto. Not perfect, but good enough to make a clone. Naruto, once getting a decent level of chakra control, would train as hard as he could. Where Naruto had been training had a pond very close and in the vicinity of where he had been, so Naruto, after training hard, would douse his hair with of the water. Naruto would then lift his head up and out of the water as he stared at his reflection in the ripple effect that the water let off, allowing Naruto to see two mystic-like eyes within his eyes. These eyes constantly turned from purple to yellow to red and even blue. Naruto would realize something was wrong, asking Kakashi, someone who Naruto viewed as an uncle-like figure, what was wrong with him. Kakashi would tell Naruto that the most plausible answer is that he's unlocked a morphed Sharingan, or a different Dojutsu, as Minato had the Sharingan, being an Uchiha. Naruto would then pass out briefly, as he would fall into the arms of Kakashi. During this time, Naruto being a black-like void. It had seemed that the Genjutsu that the two brothers who had first unlocked the Dojutsu activated had finally kicked in, with Naruto awakening the eye. Two figures would appear out of a dark corner. One of them had blonde and brown hair, parted in the middle, and the other had blackish gray hair and armor that resembled Hashirama Senju's. These were the two half-brothers who had discovered the Dojutsu originally. Naruto would ask of their names with no response as they continued to speak. They would say their names, telling Naruto that they had been made to explain the Dojutsu and that alone. They were not meant to answer questions. As they would then begin to speak, the first ability of the Dojutsu is a combat heavy one. The ability to perceive movements at high and intense slowed rates, being able to blatantly predict the movements of others. And the second ability that the Dojutsu offers is a powerful Genjutsu. So powerful, in fact, that with the help of prior Genjutsu training, you can perform Genjutsu such as the one that allows me to relay this information to you now. The third ability allows you to use an armor similar to the one used by the famed Uchiha Madara, the Susanoo, except for the fact that the chakra toll is very heavy, and the fourth ability is access to all 5 chakra natures. The sixth ability gives you a weapon, which is a manifestation of your own will, and the seventh and strongest ability is the ability to destroy all matter. But the energy used to even activate the attack, yet alone use it, is a hefty price. Jinko would then say the price of using the attack is so taxing that he, at basically 70% of his chakra left, was half dead after using the attack fully. Anyhow, the Dojutsu also comes with a mass amount of other abilities which are personalized from person to person that work on your weaknesses, as both Jinko and Kinto had realized this, judging off the fact that they had much different abilities. How you learn these other techniques? Well, they learned it by being in a near-death situation, and many near-death situations, as Naruto would then wake up from this void. Little did Naruto know, through his progression through the ninja ranks, he would encounter many near-death experiences. Kushina, as I said before, would fulfill her dream as the Hokage, becoming the 5th Hokage of the Leaf and the first female Hokage in the history of the Leaf. Kushina would make many developments to the Leaf's military power, but more importantly, she would make it a requirement to know basic medical ninjutsu, because Naruto's father was made known to all, judging by the fact that Kushina was his wife, and installing this requirement protected not only her son, but hundreds of ninja to come. Naruto, after this experience within his psyche, would wake up in the arms of Kakashi, telling Kakashi that he would like to learn some of Kakashi's jutsu. Kakashi would be dumbfounded at the fact that Naruto had somehow had a massive burst and rush of energy after completely passing out in his arms and previously training hard that day. Kakashi would say some other day he can train him, but at this moment, Naruto needs to rest. Naruto would storm off, rushing to his secret training ground. Kakashi, in curiosity, would, trail Naruto as he watched him from a tree with a keen eye. Naruto would drop 10 scrolls to the ground, unraveling them, as he would then use the multi-shadow clone jutsu. Kakashi would almost gasp as he thought, how could Naruto know the multi-shadow clone jutsu? When did he learn it? Naruto would then use all of his clones as he would yell out, if Kakashi doesn't want to train me, then I'll train myself. Ha! 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 Naruto would yell continuously, practicing the jutsu on the scrolls. Eventually, the sun would start to rise, causing Kakashi to jump down to Naruto, congratulating him on his wits. All of Naruto's clones would then pop in sync as Naruto would smile, telling Kakashi that he had mastered the lightning blade. It seemed that Naruto had in actuality, learned a lightning style jutsu that was similar, using it on a tree as it split it in half. Naruto would then say, how does that look? Falling to the ground in exhaustion and passing out right there and then. Naruto had gave it his all. My words must have upset him, Kakashi thought, taking him home and laying him down on his bed as he left, saying hi to Kushina on his way out and explaining what Naruto had done. Naruto at this point would be 9, waking up immediately and going to the academy, and today they were doing sparring matches. Naruto would request of Iruka for them to use a larger space. Iruka would accept this, watching keenly as Naruto would sigh, having to fight Sasuke Uchiha. Everybody in the academy would cheer, knowing that Naruto, was going to lose. Naruto would then tell Sasuke to not hold back as he yawned, with Sasuke hitting Naruto with explosion-like kicks that Naruto was easily able to react to and defend against. Naruto would tell Sasuke that he's already getting bored, with Sasuke gritting his teeth and firing off an Uchiha-style Great Fireball Jutsu. Naruto would mutter under his breath, now that's the spirit, give me more of this. Naruto in an instant would manifest his Keni Narimasu, or his Keni, or Also, his Narimasu, his Keni Narimasu, is the blade that is an extension of his will, slicing the fireball in half and knocking Sasuke into the depths of a building. Sasuke would grunt upon impact as his shoulder had been dislocated from the attack. Iruka would call a fight as Sasuke had flown out of the bigger circle that they had made for the fight and into the building wall. And due to Sasuke's injuries, he was in no condition to fight. Sasuke would stand saying no. Naruto would tell Sasuke that he expected much more from an Uchiha prodigy. Sasuke would then bow to Naruto. He's no prodigy. People just regard him as one because he knows nature transformations. As Naruto would then tell Sasuke to come with him in secret, Sasuke would ask Naruto to train him, bowing down to him, acknowledging Naruto as superior to himself. Naruto would accept this gesture as they would return. Naruto would then be called the winner of the fight as they would then make the ninja seal. And with that being said, this has been one of Naruto the Forgotten Dojutsu, and the like over this video is going to be 400 likes, so make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes what it is, or just anime content in general. Comment down below what are suggestions and what ideas, as I want to hit 9k by June, or 9k by July, and 14k by the end of the year. And as always, this has been RamiX and RamiX.